I've crash landed onto an underwater alien planet, and in order to survive, I'll need to venture deep into the ocean to build a thriving base and gather rare resources. Something that became a lot harder once I had a terrible realization. I wasn't alone. I'm gonna cry, but I'll have to overcome my fears of the monsters below, as today I'll be grabbing every single achievement and 100%ing Subnautica. We start up and all is well on our ship, except for the fact that it's barreling towards the surface of a completely undiscovered alien planet. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, that seems bad. Oh, that seems really bad. I don't know if things could get— Oh my god! This scared the ever-living heck out of me. We wake up to find that our lovely little escape pod is on fire. But luckily, I can grab a fire extinguisher and put it out. With that settled, I can take my PDA out of my pocket, who starts talking to me.
You have suffered minor head trauma.
That was minor? I regret to see what major head trauma is. Since we had a reboot in emergency mode, right now our PDA is only showing us the crafting blueprints for essential survival materials. We climb out of our life pod to see our crashed ship, and also a whole lot of water. And since the game ain't called Surface Level Life Podia, I decide to take a dive into the sea, earning me my first achievement. Swimming around, I can find these little acid mushrooms and decide to fill my inventory with as many as I can find, before discovering that I can break open these little limestone outcrops to give me different resources, with this first one giving me copper. I swim around some more and find some metal salvage, as well as quartz, before encountering some sea life. What the heck is that? What is that? Oh, get away from me! Get away from me! What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Stop! What even happened? Get in the escape pod. Where's the escape pod? I head back to the life pod and learn two interesting things. One, I definitely picked up too many acid mushrooms. And two, metal salvage takes up a whopping 4 of your inventory slots. So it's like one of those realistic survival games. Not the kind that you can carry 400 more pieces of leather, but one single stone just won't fit. Inside the life pod, there's a fabricator, which is this game's crafting station. Using it, I can turn my metal salvage into 4 titanium. Then, using that titanium, I can craft myself a standard oxygen tank, which nearly doubles the amount of time I can spend underwater. It also unlocks the recipe for a high-capacity oxygen tank, but I'll need to find silver ore for that. I can turn 2 mushrooms and my copper into a battery as well, which I can then turn into a scanner. I can use this back in the water to scan different life forms, to which I receive a really long block of text. I mean, good for you, or I'm sorry that happened, but I ain't reading all that. I find these horrifyingly tall plants called creep vines, which sounds like a podcast talking about David Dobrik. Around these vines, I can pluck off little clusters, but they also take up 4 inventory slots. Back at the fabricator, these clusters can be turned into rubber, which allows me to craft a pair of fins, increasing my swimming speed. I look for some more resources, which is heavily aided by this cave that's just rich of the stuff. However, I spend so much time in there that I nearly run out of oxygen. Start passing out, but thankfully I'm able to swim to the surface in the nick of time. Even though I'm pretty close to the surface, I need to be constantly aware of my oxygen levels. And you know what you need to be aware of? The fact that you aren't subscribed to my channel. Seriously, even if you think you are, 100% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So click the subscribe button and you could be the very first one. I upload a ton of 100% playthroughs for all different types of games like Slime Rancher, Raft, Cookie Clicker, Spore, so just subscribe already. While most of the resources I'm able to pick up are the fairly common copper, titanium, and quartz, I am able to find a single piece of the rarer silver and lead. I also learned that by swimming around, I can pick up the nearby fish, which is good because my hunger meter is starting to deplete. Back at the life pod, I can cook up the little peeper, filling up my stomach once again. I can use the silver I picked up to turn my oxygen tank into a high-capacity oxygen tank, once again doubling my oxygen capacity. Using some rubber, titanium, and cave sulfur I found, I'm able to make a repair tool. I can use this tool to repair our life pod, which turns the lights on and, much more importantly, fixes our radio. I receive a broadcast that says a rescue operation is going to be dispatched to us in 9 hours time. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to survive, so I make a knife as well as a flashlight to see better at night. And that's the little system we've got going on for ourselves now. Go out, explore, and then bring all of the resources back to our life pod for crafting. This time I discover a creature called the bladderfish, which, dang, really picked the last straw at the fish naming convention, didn't ya? I try out my survival knife and quickly learn that this is not for attacking, as I endlessly slash the walking wart to no avail. Yeah, this knife ain't for killing, but I can use it to gather creep vine samples, which can then be turned into fiber mesh. I can also use the bladderfish to make water, which I'm not really sure I want to drink that, but my thirst meter is so low that aside, there's no other way. I must drink straight from the bladder. We get another call on the radio, this time from one of the other life pods that fell out of our ship, which is called the Aurora, by the way. They fell a lot deeper in the ocean than we did and need saving, so they send their coordinates. So after emptying my inventory into this floating chest I crafted, I make the trek over to the life pod just 500 meters away. Along the path, I learned the knife can also be used on these giant coral tubes to gather coral samples. Invaluable resource, as we'll see later on. We make it over to the escape pod and, yeah, I don't think they survived the landing on this one. But in the wake of the decaying souls of our former crewmates, we find the recipe download for a compass. A completely invaluable tool that I, for some reason, did not craft my entire playthrough. I would say I'm surprised, but I'd actually be more surprised if I did didn't blatantly ignore crucial game mechanics. On the way home, I find my first wreck, which usually features a collapsed base, as well as a ton of scattered and broken technology. If I scan the parts, I'll be given a fragment of its blueprint, in this case 1/3 of the mobile vehicle bay. Finding these recipes is going to be the key to progressing in Subnautica, so I'll need to look out for them whenever I can. I also learned the knife has even more uses, as they can slice these coral patches for table coral. I find some salt and look around some more wrecks and find enough fragments to learn the Sea Glide blueprint. I go home to try and craft it when the lifepod voice starts saying that there's a problem with the Aurora's reactor, and then just starts counting down. Oh, well, I don't think I'm getting out now. Not only that, the explosion has contaminated the entire surrounding area with radiation, meaning that if we have any hopes of exploring there, we'll need to craft a radiation suit. But for now, we can use the coral tube samples and salt to craft 2 bottles of water, making it more efficient than the bladderfish, though lacking in that signature salty taste. I used some titanium, a battery, copper, and lubricant, which can be made with creepvine clusters, to make myself a Sea Glide. The Sea Glide doubles our underwater speed, making it one of the most useful tools in the entire game. We get a radio broadcast from another one of the survivors of the Aurora crash. They're about 100 meters below the surface and say some giant snake thing is trying to eat through the hull of their life pod. Well, I hope that they're still alive, and they all died gruesome, horrible deaths. But on the bright side, I'm able to scan the first piece of a vehicle called the Sea Moth. What is that a thing? But no, that's probably just a rock. Is that a monster? That's not a thing, is it? This is a thing? It's called a reefback. What? A reefback leviathan? That doesn't fill me with joy. While horrifying, a quick scan shows that the reefbacks are completely harmless. They're more like the whales of this universe. And just like whales, they're covered in barnacles. If you crack those open, you can find a lot of copper ore, but also the much rarer silver ore. I crack open all the ones I see and head home, where we receive another radio message. And this one's not so fun. A ship called the Sunbeam heard our SOS call, and despite initially saying pickup in 9 hours was assured, because they haven't heard us return their call, they're thinking of ignoring it altogether. Feels like an incredibly short-sighted method when responding to someone who barreled towards an alien planet like a meteor, but I digress. Since it's seeming like we're gonna be here for a while, I decided I should start learning more about the surrounding biomes and follow a cave down to around 200 meters. Whoa. Inside this glowing mushroom biome, I find what appears to be an abandoned sea base. I start scanning some of their equipment before learning why this place was abandoned in the first place. Oh, what the frick, what the frick, what the frick? Not only that, but every 200 meters you descend, you consume oxygen faster, and since we were 200 meters deep, our bar depletes very fast. I try sea gliding to the surface and get inches away, but fail to make it, giving us our very first death. Before we move on, it's time to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Shawnee Do Wallet, an all-new cryptocurrency holding service started by me that has built-in NFT integration. I'm just kidding, but did you see the look on your face, though? But seriously, we couldn't get a sponsor for this video, so, call your mother. This video is sponsored by calling your mother. She misses you. Dying means that we dropped our inventory, well, some of it. Apparently, you get to keep everything that you had since the last time you were at your base, which usually just means you lose all your resources but keep all your tools, which is actually really convenient, especially since I'm playing this right after another water-based survival game where you can lose the tools that took you literally hours to earn. The main goal I want to strive towards right now is finding as many blueprints as possible, because I want to find a way to traverse deeper into the ocean. Going deeper means we can find more lead, and more lead means we can craft ourselves a radiation suit, which means we can explore the remains of the Aurora. I explore some wrecks and find blueprints to the grav trap fragment. I even discover more advanced wrecks that seem to be whole chunks of the Aurora. In this one, I can actually enter the chunk, and after opening the door, discover the blueprint for the propulsion cannon. There's also a door in here that I can't open, and I'll need some sort of tool in order to slice through it. I put a pin in that for now and farm some silver ore off some nearby reefbacks. Back at the fabricator, I can use my silver ore to craft a wiring kit, and then my table coral, copper, and this piece of gold I found to make a computer chip. Then, with the two of those together, I can make my first habitat builder. The habitat builder gives us access to a whole new slew of recipes that we can't make at the fabricator, mainly things to furnish out a base. Yes, as great as this life pod has been to us, there is absolutely no storage in here, and the inventory management is driving me absolutely insane. Using our titanium, we could build our very first base compartment, as well as a hatch to let us inside, giving us our second achievement. However, this base is not yet a bone, because the lack of energy generation we have going means there's no oxygen production inside, meaning it's really no different than being in the water. But by using the habitat builder, we can place a solar panel out front, which starts generating energy for our base. But in order to continue building it out, we're gonna need lots of titanium, so I go on a little trip grabbing as much metal salvage as I can until I've got a whole inventory's worth. With that, I can craft some lockers, which will finally allow me to offload all this junk I've been carrying around and start to get organized. I explore around some more and acquire the mobile vehicle bay blueprint, and then try venturing deeper into the ocean. The hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Fire. Fire underwater. How'd that make sense? I think I'll just stay close to the surface for now. I get another radio broadcast and learn that the sunbeam is wanting to come pick us up now. Can these people make up their minds? Either come get me or don't. I don't care at this point. By refining 10 titanium into a titanium ingot and 2 batteries into a power cell, I can make my recently unlocked mobile vehicle bay. Releasing it into the water makes a little floating platform where we can construct vehicles. But currently, we don't have the blueprints for any, so it's time to go searching once again. We also receive another radio broadcast from LifePod 19, but they are 300 meters underwater, so we definitely can't reach them yet. I craft myself a grav trap, which can be thrown into the water to attract all nearby fish to it. This makes grabbing them for food much easier. I find myself a third and final sea moth fragment and lock the blueprint for it. It takes some higher tier resources, but luckily in a nearby biome, I discover some sandstone outcrops, which hold the next tier of resources: gold, lead, and silver. I keep looking for more sandstone before making a startling realization. What the heck? There's land? What? There's land! I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I thought this whole world was like submerged for some reason. There's an island? Unfortunately, though, I arrived here with a completely full inventory. So after looking around for a bit, I decided to come back later. Back at home, it's time to finally craft that sea moth, and it's honestly not all that expensive. Just requiring a titanium ingot, a piece of lead, some lubricant, a power cell, and glass that can be made out of 2 pieces of quartz. I head up to the mobile vehicle bay, and some flying drones assemble my first sea moth, giving me an achievement. I head inside the sea moth, and this thing is game-changing. Not only does this thing move faster than my sea glide, but it is also a source of oxygen, meaning that as long as I'm in the sea moth, I can stay underwater as long as I'd like. I immediately take my new toy over to the site of LifePod 19 that crashed 300 meters below surface. Unfortunately, the sea moth can't go deeper than 200 meters without sustaining damage, so I'll have to park him there while I venture deeper with my sea glide. I swim down to the abandoned LifePod and find the recipe for an ultra-high capacity oxygen tank, but it requires a new resource called lithium. But that's not all I find, as this entire area is a new biome that holds tons of rare resources. Firstly, the place is littered with sandstone outcrops, which I previously could only find a handful of. There's also a new outcrop type called shale outcrops, which holds gold, lithium, and even diamonds. Finally, along the walls, I can find even more loose lithium, rubies, and gel sacks. I make a ton of trips down here, grabbing everything I can hold, heading back to the sea moth for oxygen, and then heading down once again. It's all fun and games until it hits nighttime, the ravine turns pitch black, and I have no idea where I'm going. Luckily, before I came, I crafted something called an air bladder, which holds 15 seconds of oxygen, giving me just enough time to make it back to the sea moth safely. Everything's going pretty well until... What is this? What's that? What is that? How do I get it off me? Get off me! What is going on? Okay, 6, 5. What the heck? What was that? What? What? I died and lost some belongings. Oh my god, I lost everything! What even was that? What the hell was that? It came out of nowhere! Oh my god, that's so infuriating. I don't even know what that was. I head back to the sea moth as I've got to gather back all those resources when I'm suddenly attacked again. It's back. That stupid thing is back. Can the sea moth? Did I get it off? No, it's still on me. How do I get it off? I don't know. Oh, that's it? That's all I had to do? Oh, no. Oh, the comments are not going to be kind to me. After recovering from the inevitable batch of skill issue comments, I head back into the ravine and continue gathering up resources. I keep finding these large deposits of materials though. Apparently special equipment is required, whatever that means. I venture a little over to the right and discover this weird, veiny, glowing reef biome that really gives me the ick for a reason that I can't quite explain. I decide to completely leave there and never come back as I just hate it that much. But that's not the only discovery I make today. The heck is this? What the heck? It's like a lab. What the freak? Can I get through there? No, it's like a door. Insert tablet. Okay, well, I don't have a tablet, so clearly this is a place I'll need to come back, because I don't know what the freak they're going on about. I find 2 blueprints close by for a section of the Cyclops and a prawn suit arm, which apparently are the 2 other vehicles in this game. With my inventory filled, it was finally time to head home. My Seamoth is pretty heavily damaged from the trip, but luckily, using my repair tool, I can get it back up to full health. Back at base, I go to craft the ultra-high capacity oxygen tank with all the lithium I got, but apparently can only be crafted at a modification station, a blueprint I've yet to discover. I get a radio broadcast from the Sunbeam, who have finally decided to actually come and save us. They send us their landing location as well as a timer that counts down the 40 real-world minutes until they arrive. As much as I'd love to believe in the Sunbeam, I've only been playing this game for 5 hours now, so my faith in a random spaceship that's already waffled 4 times and coming to save me could not be lower. So in the meantime, I decide to set up my new base. Yes, as great as the old base is, I'd like to build something a little bit more central to the biomes I need to access, so I decide to set up around the area of LifePod 19. I figured that it's like 200 meters meters deep. It's close to that biome, the scary veiny one, and another one with floating blue orbs, so it's probably a good spot. I set up a foundation, some compartments, and a hatch to give me a very basic layout. I used the 4-way foundation as it makes it really easy to set up a ton of storage lockers, which I fill the base with. I've still got tons more to do there, but for now, the sunbeam is gonna land soon, and who knows, maybe this game's a lot shorter than I thought, and they'll successfully land and save us from the planet. While heading over, I find a time capsule, which gives me an upgrade to my knife called the Thermoblade. Usually can't get these until a lot later in the game, so picking it up now is actually pretty awesome. I head to the sunbeam coordinates, and I reach an island, but this one's a little different from the last one we saw. Whoa, what the heck is that? Oh, it's these things again. I need some freaking tablet, right? Maybe the sunbeam people will bring it? I just don't know what that is. Whoa, oh, this is a... Whoa. With the tablet in hand, I can use it to lower the force field on the entrance and head inside the tower.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity.
Alright, well, they may have advanced alien technology, but I have this knife that's on fire, kind of. What the heck is that? Find the enforcement platform? What the heck does that mean? I download some data from the alien terminal, then head back out as it's time for the sunbeam to arrive and save us.
Survivor, we see you.
Oh, hey.
We're descending towards the landing site.
Oh, nice.
Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Oh, yeah, they're aliens. Oh, what's going on? Oh, this thing is about to explode this guy. Oh, no. Oh, well, that's not good. They didn't even ask them. They didn't even ask them why they were coming. All right, aliens are not chill here. So they were there. They're in there. Or is that just... I don't even know. What did I just experience? Are they in there and they're just... Is an auto turret? They just got vaporized. Wait, their ship didn't even crash land. They were just vaporized from the air. Their molecules were disintegrated in a matter of seconds. I don't think my shiny knife is really gonna hold up to whatever they're packing in there. Well, too late to back out now. Yeah, in what was either a moment of bravery or blind stupidity, upon seeing that disaster, I immediately decide to head into the giant vaporizing alien tower. Inside, I'm able to find something called an ion cube that definitely looks like we should not be holding it in our hands, and then some data that tells us the best bet of disabling the tower is to head to the control room downstairs. Then I find this giant pit, and without doing anything, it sucks me in and launches me downwards. This safely gets me down to the bottom floor, so I guess this is just a really futuristic elevator. Feels like when companies make modifications to things that had no right needing technology involved, like a smart fridge. Like, normal elevators work just fine. In what way could pressurized air sucking your butthole down to the ground be in any way more efficient? Irregardless, I get down to the bottom floor and discover some more alien technology, like this rifle and this weird orb. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet. What are they cooking over here? They can destroy the entire planet with one bomb. I place down another alien tablet and disable the control room force fields. If that's gonna be the control room, won't they be inside? They vaporize them. Interact. What's going on? Oh my god. What oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, what the heck? What the...
Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
Oh, okay. Wait, so is that what it was doing? Is that what the needle was doing? It was testing me to see if I was infected? We are then broadcasted a message from the tower that gives us a huge lore drop as to why this planet is the way it is. Basically, the planet is currently locked down as some sort of alien disease has been spreading across it. Because of that, this control tower is going to shoot down any and all incoming and outgoing aircrafts to the planet. While this is the control tower to disable the atomizing laser, it can only be activated by non-infected individuals. Which, yes, means the worst. We have alien scabies. So not only do we have to worry about trying to find a way to get off this planet, we also need to find the cure for an ancient alien disease. A disease so powerful that it wiped out every single alien on this planet who had access to technology hundreds of years ahead of ours. So safe to say we got our work cut out for us. Outside the alien facility, there's actually a cave that holds a ton of good and rare resources that I make sure to pick up. I can also travel alongside the back of the island, which leads me to this giant alien structure. Upon inserting an ion cube, a portal opens up, and once I step inside, I'm transported to the other island I discovered earlier. Now that I actually have the freedom to look around this place, I discover several abandoned bases. Across these bases are several PDA logs that reveal the story of survivors from a ship called the Degassi. To make a really long story short, like seriously, there are so many of these voice logs. There are 3 characters: Paul, his son Bart, and Margaret. Every single log pretty much goes the same. Paul goes, "Oi, we gotta be safe down there." Margaret goes, "Safe? I don't know safety. I'm gonna go suck off a sea monster." And then Bart goes, "Please, everybody, let's just get get along. The world is amazing and we need to learn more about it. This location ends off with our bases being ravaged by storms and deciding to make new bases elsewhere. But much more important than all of the story are the oodles of recipes hiding around here, like the Ultra Glide fins, the stasis rifle, and the multi-purpose room. This is actually surprisingly close to my base, so I decided to make a quick stop back there before going back for the Seamoth. And this has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I could not find the portal again after 20 minutes of searching. After a quick drop off, I finally find the portal and can take the Seamoth home. What is that? What's going on? What? That actually scared the... Oh my... I hated that. What was that? That struck the fear of God into me. What even was that? After changing my pants, I head back to the life pond, where I start the process of transferring everything from my original base over to my new one. Once I've gathered everything inside the new one, I start building it out with things like a large multi-purpose room, as well as a fabricator and a radio, which is a new broadcast for me. This one's from Altera HQ, the company that we work for. They say that although they can't come down to rescue us, they've uploaded the blueprints for an escape rocket to our crashed ship, the Aurora. The crew member says it should be in the captain's quarters, and gives us the code to unlock the door. So we need to get inside the Aurora as soon as possible. But we still need to make a radiation suit, so I go out looking for supplies. Along the way, I managed to find the blueprints for a bioreactor as well as a moon pool room, which will allow me to dock vehicles inside of my base. With everything gathered, I make myself a propulsion cannon that lets me pick things up, a rebreather that lets me breathe longer underwater, and a radiation suit to finally combat the Aurora's radiation. I place some lights outside my base to make it easier to find, but I quickly learned that these are constantly draining its energy, and since I only have one solar panel, everything in my base is quickly offline. No fabricator, no radio, it's not even producing oxygen. As such, I deconstruct all of them. Apparently, all actions that require energy actively use power. It's not like you can just slap down a solar panel and have infinite energy. Like, every time you craft something, it uses 5 energy. Something that I'll definitely have to be careful of in the future. And me saying that signals to you that I absolutely will not. With all that sorted, I head to the new waypoint, another Degassi base, which is actually the one we found in the glowing mushroom biome all the way back at the beginning of this playthrough. Okay, there. This is... Oh, crap. The heck is that? Oh my god, I'm losing so much health. Get out of here, get out of here. Can you move? Can you go? Okay. That hurt. What the heck? I died? Yeah, I realized in hindsight that it was definitely the giant jellyfish tentacles I was swimming into that killed me. Something I probably should have realized after the 4th swim through. I head back over, this time careful to swim around the tentacles. Inside, there are some more PDA entries from the Degassi base, and it's more of the same, with the true greatest mystery being why Bart sounds absolutely nothing like his dad.
90% eyeball. But a forfeit your emergency.
The only real objects of note here are the blueprint for the water filtration machine, and the first of 3 modification station fragments. This area also has a ton of shale outcrops, and I make sure to break every single one I see to take home with me. I head back to base and realize that I need more titanium and go on a short metal salvage run. After filling my inventory with it, I can head home, turn it all into titanium ingots, and craft myself my very first moon pool room. Now, instead of just parking my Seamobile outside, I can place it right inside the illustrious halls of my base. And that's not all, as I also have the blueprint for a vehicle upgrade console that takes me way too long to figure out where to place it. But after learning where it goes, I can start upgrading my Seamoth. But way cooler than that, I can change the color. I decided to go with cyan, as if you couldn't tell from the branding across my channel, that's my favorite color. I truly am a male version of Purple Girls. For the name of my Seamoth, I decided to go with Chuck. Why? Gun to my head, I could not tell you. It just feels like a Chuck. The upgrade station can also make an upgrade module for Chuck, so I craft a storage module that allows me to use Chuck like a chest, making my excavation trips far more efficient. Additionally, I craft a depth module, and this one means that Chuck can now travel down to 300 meters. Then, after crafting some food and water, including using salt to create cured food that never spoils, all the preparations were complete. It was time to finally head to the Aurora. Luckily, it's pretty hard to miss. I wasn't all too concerned about the journey, as the radiation was set up to be the main obstacle here, and I was completely immune to that. But as I inch closer, a layer of dust fills the surrounding area, making it pretty hard to see more than just a few inches in front of you. What the heck? What was that? Oh, what the f- What the? What? No.
Life form readings in this region are sparse.
I beg to disagree. I truly do. What the hell was that? What did I just experience? Okay, it went away, I think. What the hell was that? I don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want this to be part of my story. Around the area of the crash, there are a ton of scannable fragments, mostly for the Cyclops, so I need to constantly be getting out of the Seamoth and scanning them. There it is. Please, I'm gonna cry. I actually hate this so much. I actually hate this so much. This is so terrifying. I'm not sure how well my voice lines here are expressing it, but I was truly scared to the point of tears. I did very little research into what this game's about, so that behemoth just coming out of nowhere is truly the most scared I've ever been playing a video game. And I played Danganronpa 3. That thing is terrifying. Please, 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 please. I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you. Don't mess with me. I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you. Oh my god. I'm actually recoiling. Holy crap. What do you do? What do you do here? What do you do in a situation like this? Oh, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Where's the sea moth? Oh my god. Let's repair the sea moth really quick. That thing is freaking terrifying. Holy crap. Oh my god, my heart is beating so fast. Oh my god, I hated that. Stop, please. Stop. Okay. Oh, no, he's taking Chuck. Chuck, come back. No, stop. Where did Chuck go? Where's Chuck? Chuck? Oh. Oh. Oh, he flies. Oh my god, he actually destroyed Chuck. I don't think the repair kit's gonna work on this. And while a weaker man might have just gone home here, I have come too far to give up now. I'm forced to just ride the sea glide to the Aurora. I do eventually make it over there, but look far and wide and see no entrance, which can only mean one thing. I am on the complete wrong side, meaning I'll have to go all the way around the behemoth-infested waters. Dear Lord. Fearing nighttime exploration, I decide to wait until it's day and I can see just a bit better. After carefully making my way over, I'm able to avoid any other sea monsters and head to the Aurora's entrance. There's some fallen rubble blocking the path. I can use my propulsion cannon to move it out of the way. Okay, found a way in. Oh, and I need a fire extinguisher. Well, the chances I could just raw dog this. I can be on fire in water. Inside the ship, I find an abandoned PDA that gives me a code to open up this door, and I need a laser cutter to open this door, which means I gotta go back through the fire, head to base, build a new sea moth, find a laser cutter fragment, get jump scared by this weird alien fish, what the and finally find the last laser cutter fragment. Now I should be able to return to the Aurora, but first there was one thing I had to do. Struggled to figure out how the scanner room worked for 30 minutes, only to never use it again. But also re-customize my sea moth, this time displaying a new name. Chuck is mad. I can also go down to the glowing vein biome and grab some sea shrooms, which will allow me to make a sea moth perimeter defense system. This creates an electrical field around Chuck is mad, which should be able to stave off any of those leviathans, right? Well, if you watch my videos, you already know the answer to that question, because I am not going to figure out how to use this for the entire playthrough. Irregardless, it was time to head on back over to the Aurora. This time, I try to stay as close as I can to the ship to hope to avoid those scary snakes that I now know are called Reaper Leviathan. This keeps me mostly protected until I head to the back of the Aurora. Why is everything shaking so much? Why is everything shaking so... Oh, there it is! No, please. No. I'm like actually crying. I actually hate this thing so much. There it is. Holy crap. Go. Okay. I don't think it's coming this way. Luckily, despite his brief appearance, Mr. Wormhands keeps his distance from me, and I can head back to the entrance I used last time. This time, I came equipped with a fire extinguisher, so I don't need to burn my skin to get inside. We can go back to the door that blocked us last time and use the laser cutter, and wow, they really could have made this thing any faster. After I've aged 1,000 years and the door is finally cut open, I'm led into a new area that is just really dark. Just hitting every fear today. Now I feel like I'm stuck in here. Oh my god. Oh my god, the pipes. I really hate this so much. I really didn't know I had fears like this. I really do hate this so much, though. This is really just activating something in me. But after getting over my newly acquired claustrophobia fears, I make it into the first large area of the Aurora. There's a lot of fires here, I'm noticing. I tried putting them out with the extinguisher, but quickly realized that there is absolutely no way I'm gonna put all this out. I do scan the giant robot-looking machines in here, though, only to learn that they're a vehicle called the Prawn Suit that I've now unlocked the blueprint for. On the edge, there's a bunch of broken wires that I can fix with my repair tool. This lets me inside the locker room. There isn't much around here outside of some batteries and a few PDA entries with background on the crew of the Aurora. And look, after the Hollow Knight video where I said I didn't understand any of the story, I actually started making an active effort to understand the main lore of these videos. But if you think you're gonna get me to start reading the email exchanges of the dead janitors who are aboard this ship that I know nothing about, you are absolutely in the wrong place. I laser down another door and realize that I am not alone here. I'm losing my mind. Holy crapola. Eventually, I encounter what looks to be some sort of engine room. There are a bunch of exposed wires all around the room that I'm able to fix using my repair tool. And after repairing them all, my PDA tells me that radiation levels in the area are rapidly decreasing, and I also get an achievement for repairing Aurora's reactor. Back through the prawn bay, I can use my propulsion gun to clear this stairway and head up to the living quarters. And okay, I want to take this time to talk about something that has been bugging me this entire playthrough. Every single time you discover a new blueprint for anything, you get this giant bombastic noise on your PDA. For some reason, the game developers didn't think to make like a minor discovery noise as well. So inside of the Aurora, there are tons of cosmetic items that you're able to scan up to place inside your base. And every single time you do, bar table, single wall shelf, trash can. After picking up some decorations, I can put the code we got earlier into the captain's quarters keypad, and as promised, there's a data download with the blueprints to the Neptune, an escape rocket off the planet. But even cooler than that is this poster I can take home with a kitten that says keep calm. Some sound advice that I haven't listened to once in my entire life. With our posters and blueprints in hand, we had fully explored this Aurora, so it's time to make our exit. Thankfully, the giant worm decides to let us walk free, giving us a safe path home. Back at base, I can empty Chuck's storage and start decorating the place. I begin with these posters I picked up that I place all around, and then put this little stuffed arcade toy right by the fabricator, so I can spend all his days staring at the glorious kitten poster. My next goal is to obviously start on the escape rocket home. I'm pretty easily able to make the Neptune launch pad using titanium ingots and lead, which then unlocks the next blueprint for the rocket, the gantry. For this, I need to make a new type of resource called the plasteel ingot, but it's just a titanium ingot and lithium, so I can easily build it out as well. However, for the next part of the rocket, we're gonna need nickel ore, a resource that I haven't yet seen. I figure our best bet towards finding it is going deeper, so I look towards crafting the next level of vehicle, the prawn suit. The prawn suit is pretty expensive, costing 2 plasteel ingots, some lead, some diamonds, and even some aero gel, which requires rubies and gel sacks. Luckily, it's all stuff that I have lying around, so I can head up to the vehicle bay and craft it. Unlike the sea moth, which is basically a small submarine, the prawn suit is a full-on robot suit, which pretty much exactly like those things they wore in Aliens, and also maybe Alien, I don't know, I never saw that one. As such, the prawn suit can't just glide through water and always sinks to the bottom floor. While the sea moth is stuck going to just 300 meters, the prawn suit can go all the way to 900. But before diving deeper into the sea, I decide to respond to some radio broadcasts from fellow life pods in my much faster sea moth. The life pod itself is pretty uninteresting, but it introduces us to a new beautiful biome with these like things that look like those spiky things you find on the ground as a kid. You guys know what I'm talking about? Someone's gonna know what I'm talking about. There are also a ton of rare resources around here that I decide to spend the whole day looting. Please, let me go, let me go. Stop. How do I make it stop? How do I make this stop? Go. Stop. How do I make this stop? Go. What happened to my freaking force field? Dude, no force field. I had no force field there. What the hell? What? I was not expecting that, oh my god. And funnily enough, after all that, I actually survived the worm hands attack and then die of thirst. Thankfully though, I learned here that when you die, you actually physically drop your inventory on the ground. So I can head back there and pick up all the precious resources I had gathered, which is good because there were 2 completely new resources I managed to find, magnetite and uranite. Still no sight of nickel though. Back at base, I decided to build a second moon pool so that I can house both of my vehicles at the same time. However, this gave me an interesting surprise upon re-entering. Oh. I flooded my entire base. Yes, apparently by adding another room, I weakened the strength of the hull, which ripped open a bunch of holes in my base. I can build reinforcements on the side to up the hull strength until it's strong enough to support the second moon pool. But that doesn't fix the active flooding inside my base. For that, I need to go around with my repair tool and repair all the bursts in the wall that I see around. After fixing the last one, my base starts draining again, making my base, once again, a bone. And this entire experience has made me realize that I was taking my base for granted. So it was time to spruce it up a little bit. First, I put down a little counter and place the microscope and test tubes I found on it. Then I make this shelf for my model of the Aurora, a hat I found, and Gizzard the lizard, who apparently hates cats, so I had to move him. I make this little grass wall and put an aquarium in front of it that I fill with spadefish. Then I finish out the room with a water filtration device. Yeah, constantly gathering water has actually been getting quite annoying, so I figured I would just let my base do it instead. But this immediately bites me in the rump, as I guess this takes a lot of energy, and within seconds my base is completely powered down. And as such, I'm gonna need more solar panels, and in order to make those, I'm gonna need to grab some copper. While searching, I managed to find the blueprint I've waited for so long, the modification station. I head back to base, but even after putting 5 more solar panels on top of my base, it's still not enough to keep the lights on. Probably has something to do with the fact that we are relying on solar energy 200 meters down from the surface. But there is a solution. I picked up the blueprints for something called a bioreactor, and this is another energy source they can use to power your base, only instead of using solar energy, it uses organic matter. After going back to the life pod and picking up a bunch of acid mushrooms, I can start running the reactor and completely power the base. With my energy crisis finally solved, we can start using the modification station to power up our equipment. Firstly, I use some lithium to make an ultra capacity oxygen tank, once again doubling the amount of time I can spend underwater. Then I make the ultra glide fins that speed me up underwater, only the boost doesn't stack with the sea glide and it's still slower than the sea glide, so it's 100% useless. I'm also able to upgrade the sea moth's death module twice, allowing it to now go 900 meters deep. Finally, I deconstruct the useless scanner room that I've never used and install another multi-purpose room filled with a bioreactor, as they're just incredibly easy to upkeep and maintain, and it helps keep the energy constantly flowing in my base. With all that preparation out of the way, it's time to start venturing down below. And even though it would almost certainly be smarter to do this with the sea moth, I decide to take the prawn suit, since I've yet to use it. Surely that won't be a gigantic mistake. My first goal is to follow the radio signal I received from 500 meters below from Life Pod 2, which means I'll have to travel through the glowing veins biome once again. What the frick is that? Oh, no, I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall down there now. What the frick is that thing? What the frick, Metroid frickin' looking? No thanks. What the frick? Where did my prawn suit go? What the frick happened? Why was I teleported outside of my prawn suit? Bro, I'm gonna have to kill you now. Bro, this guy's not scary. I'm in my freaking suit, man. What you gonna do to me, bro? Even though my little hands are clearly doing no damage to that, something about being in the prawn suit just makes you feel like 10 times more powerful. Hence why I scream like a freshly born child upon seeing that thing. I make my way to the life pod and unlock the Cyclops death module, which is great and all, but maybe giving me the actual blueprints to the Cyclops would be nice. And inside the life pod is a person? Nope, just kidding. They're all dead. I keep heading down until about 600 meters, where I encounter a new biome. They never tell you the names of these places, so to me, this will always be the Fart River. Oh, that is a large lad. It's like a ghost version of the other guy. Don't come near me, don't come near me, don't come near me, don't come near me. But I guess I could take you on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to mess, bro? Oh my god, he's so freaky looking. You want to mess, man? Give you a proper wallop. He's not even interested in me. Okay. Whatever, do your thing, man. The worm gets stuck on a tree, so I have a brief opening to scan him, in which I learn he's a ghost Leviathan juvenile, and I would hate to see what the adult version looks like. What the heck is that? Is that a dinosaur? That is a dinosaur bones. I continue walking around the Fart River and find a new material, crystalline sulfur. I make sure to pick up as much of this as I can. Then I find a cliff. Probably should not. Oh, okay, it's too late. It is too late for probably should not. As I get to the limits of the prawn suit in the Fart River, I find the signature alien metal plating I had seen at the other lab, so I follow it. Whoa. Looks like the thing on the surface I saw. It takes me a long while to find the entrance to this lab, like a third of the power of the prawn suit a while. So when I finally find it, I decide to just go in myself. For doing so, I get the achievement for entering the disease research facility. Oh yeah, I forgot this game's about curing alien scabies and not just messing around underwater with monsters. Inside, the PDA tells me that this facility was designed to keep something out or in, and well, it clearly failed, which is further evidenced by the giant skeleton heads that populate the halls. Deeper in, I find the skeleton of one of those weird aliens that had been warping me inside and outside of my prawn suit. They're called warpers. Oh, okay, really? The aliens were some super advanced civilization, but they couldn't think of a better name than warper? I find a force field door that I'll need a purple tablet to unlock, but unfortunately, I did not bring any of those, so I'll need to come back. And since my prawn suit doesn't have nearly enough energy to get home, I think up a plan that'll solve both of my problems. I'll store all my valuables inside my prawn suit storage container, then I'll die and I can come back with a tablet and more power cells. My plan was to come back in the sea moth and just make 2 trips, but along the way I find a wreck that contains the final fragment I need for the Cyclops blueprint, so I decide to head home and build that instead. I'm able to grab pretty much all the resources from the storage at my base, with the exception of the enameled glass, which I need to go find some stalker teeth for. I looked online, and apparently the easiest way to gather these is just to get a stalker ensnared in a graft trap, and then you just continually drop metal salvage on his head until you have as many teeth as you want, which feels dark, but I'm gonna justify it by saying it's only in service to curing this planet's disease. It's a very Christian philosophy. With all the materials gathered, it was time to head to the vehicle bay and deploy the Cyclops. Holy crap! Wait, is it gonna hit my Neptune pod? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, that could have gone a little smoother. Upon boarding the Cyclops, I learned that this is a full-scale portable base, and it even has its own moon pool for a vehicle. For that reason, it's the perfect fit to go help us pick up our prawn suit. I even fitted it with a module that lets it go down to 900 meters. There's just one problem with it. Ah, crap. Yeah, it is way too big. Maneuvering it just around anywhere is intensely frustrating. All of these issues compound once we arrive at the Fart River. Coming for you, prawn suit. Sure, it's fine. So not only is the Cyclops stuck on a rock, being attacked by the ghost Leviathan, and the hull is broken, but also the whole hull is filled with smoke. Get down there! Oh, I really quanned up an insert this time. After putting out all the fires and repairing the hull, the ghost decides to just leave us alone for whatever reason, which is a huge relief. I continue bringing it lower. The entire time is just a struggle, until I finally see him close enough to just get to the prawn suit myself and make a break for it. I get back to the disease research lab and open the force field door with my purple tablet. Inside is a data download that gives us some insight into what sort of research was actually going on down here. Basically, they tried giving the alien scabies to just about everything they could on the planet, and everything they did died from it, except for one single specimen specimen, a never-before-seen leviathan called the Sea Emperor. In order to further study it, they created another research facility down in the volcano regions around 1,400 meters deep. I find another data to download further in, and this one contains further details of the specifics of the alien scabies. The PDA digests this information and suggests I do a self-scan. Upon doing this, I'm informed that the infection continues to grow inside of us and is now spread to our skin and respiratory system. Oh my god, ew! So yeah, we're gonna need to find that cure fast. I see where we have to go next, but my prawn suit can't go any deeper, so I'll need to find some nickel first. Luckily, I am able to find a boulder of the stuff, but I still don't have the required tools to mine it up. So finding that equipment needs to be my next step. I take the prawn suit back up to the Cyclops, dock it in the moon pool, and then bring the Cyclops back to base. And as much fun as I had traveling around at 3 miles an hour in the Giga Submarine, I think I'm better off just taking Chucka's mat around. I go around looking for some wrecks to find the ore deposit making tool, but don't have much luck until all my hard work pays off. Oh, no. Oh. Did my Seamoth just explode? Oh, dang it. Oh, did I say all my hard work pays off? Oh, my bad. What I meant to say is I am killed by a giant evil space worm and lose all the modules I had put into Chucka's mat. You know, on second thought, taking the Cyclops is fun. It's actually fun. I'm not exactly sure where to go, so I just keep going in one random direction until I encounter a new biome that my PDA tells me is called Crater's Edge, which from what I understand is basically just the edge of the map. What is that? Is that thing moving? Those are creatures? Oh, I do not. That is making my butthole move in a way that I do not enjoy. No, thank you. No, thank you, sirs. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thanks for playing, but I will not be partaking. And without a second thought, I turn the Cyclops around. While searching for the drill parts, I find a time capsule. Good luck to you, bro. What the heck does that mean? That ominous message aside, I continue searching until... I hate these things so much. It's so scary, man. Just, how do I make it go away? Go away. Just leave me alone. What do I do? Okay, I'm gonna go with the prawn suit. I don't know. Maybe I can mess him up. I don't know. Okay, I think he went away. Oh, he's chasing after me. 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 What the freak? What? I gotta get back in there. Dude, I'll mess you up, bro. I've had just about enough of your crap. Yeah, get out of here. Get. Alright? I'm the biggest thing in this stupid sea, alright? The sooner you learn that, the sooner you're gonna not suck. I don't know. I kind of lost there. I had it there for a second. Who wants to mess? Yeah, not so funny now that I'm in the prawn suit, is it? That thing is so scary. Okay, never mind. I don't want to mess. I take it all back. I looked at him. I got another good look at him. I actually don't have that desire. Oh, he's gonna explode me. Oh, there goes my prawn suit. You know, this is kind of on me. Billy, no! Oh, he dropped Billy, it looks like. Oh, thank God. Oh, die, please. Please. How is it not enough? Oh my god, I punched the crap out of him. Yeah, Snake Arms over here is actually a lot tougher than I thought. And even though he's not killing me, I'm not exactly making any progress on him. So I decided to just hop in the Cyclops and ignore him. Searching around, I find some more wrecks, and while most of them are useless, I'm able to find the blueprints for the Cyclops docking bay, a prawn suit torpedo arm, and the first fragment of something called a prawn suit grappling hook, which sounds very much needed, seeing as even with the support of the Cyclops, this thing still moves incredibly slow, and it's almost impossible to move around in. And also, grappling hooks make every game better. I continue barreling across the sea until I realize I've hit the crater's edge border on the complete other side of the map. I go to turn around, but a ghost leviathan has a different idea. And there's not just one of them. And try as I might to escape these frightening behemoths, they just continue chasing after me. Every time I repair holes and put out ship fires, the ghosts just come right back to torment me. Eventually, I get a notice that the Cyclops will soon be destroyed. I manage to escape the explosion and try and get into Billy the prawn suit, but he's falling at the exact same rate that I am, and before I can reach it, the ghost kills me. So just as a recap, the Cyclops is gone, Billy is so far away that getting him back might take legitimately more time than the rest of this playthrough, and my Seamoth was destroyed, meaning I currently have nothing. I realize that in their current states, with my level of non-existent expertise, my best bet is just to make a Seamoth, as the other two vehicles honestly caused me more trouble than they were worth. After scrounging together the parts, I'm able to rebuild it, as well as some upgraded modules, including some hull enforcement this time, so the stupid snake doesn't tear it apart in just a few chomps. This one I named Chuck's Done, because Chuck has had just about enough of all this tomfoolery. It was time to conquer the ocean. And after just a couple minutes of searching, I find the prawn suit drill arm, which I'm nearly positive is the tool I'm gonna need to mine up those giant ore deposits. I continue looking around in hopes of finding the other fragment for that grappling hook arm. Alright, I feel like I should go deal with whatever that was. Oh my god! I've had it up to here with you. You're done tormenting me. Oh, he's taking my sea moth. I saw someone online say you can actually kill snake hands with a stasis rifle and a thermal blade, as the rifle locks him into place, giving you time to just wail on him. I try shooting him with my rifle many times, continually missing until finally I get the perfect shot. Oh my god, I got him! Oh my god. Well, that didn't go so well. Oh. Oh no, I'm still alive. I'm just like glitching. Oh, no, he's eating me. I try this stasis rifle method several times, but each time Cobra Claws ends up eating me, and eventually destroys my Seamoth too. Actually, you know, of all the vehicles, the prawn suit was always my favorite. I never really liked the Seamoth. I craft this one with my newly unlocked drill arm fragment, and as suspected, this allows me to now drill down the giant ore deposits I've been seeing everywhere, which means I can finally put an end to this journey and head down to Fart River and grab some nickel. I slowly trudge back to my base, but on the way, I find another Degassi base. There's some more voice logs, blah, 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 but more importantly, an upgrade for our fins that lets us charge batteries while we swim, and the Cyclops shield generator, which is going to be super important for getting off this planet. Back at base, with nickel lining our pockets, I can craft the depth module we need to finally enter the volcanic area from before, but also the jump jet upgrade, improving our jump and our mobility. Whoa. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh my god, that's awesome. This should be a massive boost in our ability to get around. But the good news doesn't stop there, as on my way to Fart River, I find another crash site, and lo and behold, I find the final piece of the prawn suit's grappling arm. I quickly craft it, and this thing is an absolute game changer. Of course, it can be used to climb vertically, but the much more useful purpose for it is to launch yourself forward. If you jump and release at the same time, it gives you a huge speed boost, and honestly, it might make this faster than the Seamoth. Now I feel so powerful. Like, holy crap. Oh my god, I'm literally Spider-Man. This feels incredible. With our new power unlocked, I could finally head down to the volcanic region we've been trying to get to for so long. There's actual lava down there. This is crazy. Further in, I discover a kyanite crystal deposit, which is a new type of ore that I know we need for a ton of crafting recipes, so I make sure to pick up as much of it as I can hold. That sounded bad. You guys hear that? What the freak is that? What in the God's name is that? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. Why don't you just do your thing, I'll do my thing. It's all chill. Don't come for me. Holy crap. I gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Oh my god, no! It shot fireballs! It's actively shooting fireballs at me. Okay, it doesn't seem to realize that I'm clinging from it. It might have just realized that I'm clinging from it. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. And if you weren't scared enough of the giant sea dragon, the place is covered in the bones of fallen viper paws, meaning it was actually able to kill that thing. I explore around a bit more, but find my prawn suit is getting pretty low in energy, so I head back to base. Here I can use all my kyanite crystals I found to upgrade the prawn suit's depth module, which allows us to go 1,700 meters deep, which is good because the PDA entry from before says the central lab is going to be around 1,400 meters deep. I also craft myself these swim charge fins. Like I said before, these will charge the battery of whatever I have in my hands, and while using the sea glide, it even gains charge as opposed to losing it. Then I make a quick trip over to the vein forest for some deep sea shrooms to make polyene, which is not that thing that one of my Staples co-workers asked me to join once, but instead a material that can be used to make the prawn suit thermal reactor module. This will solve the battery problem we ran into last time, and will actually charge the prawn suit's batteries while we're in hot environments, like the volcano. I prepped some food, water, medkits, and purple tablets, and it was time to head back to the volcano. Oh, there's a thing. There's the thing I saw last time. I looked into the Drago Sea. That was not a good idea. That was frightening. Well, maybe he's nice, actually. Maybe he was actually breathing fire at bad guys. I mean, there's clearly got to be something in this. This is a giant structure. There's a big fire-breathing dragon that's following it around. Like, there's got to be something here. But while I don't find anything in the giant volcanic tower, just a little bit of ways is an opening that brings us even deeper. Here, there's way more lava, and it's just overall a much more dangerous place. Holy, oh my god! What the? Oh my god, get out of here, go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Oh my god. Holy crow. That was like seconds away. Disregarding that horrifying message, I managed to find the lab that the PDA report was talking about. But while I finally reached the lab, in order to get in, I'll need a blue tablet. And seeing as I only have purple tablets, clearly I missed something. I head back up towards the giant volcano tower from before. Oh my god, there's the dragon. There's a dragon, there's a dragon, there's a dragon. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Oh, he's roaring. Oh, he's looking directly at me. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. We got to go. Oh my god, I accidentally. Oh god, accidentally exited the prawn suit. I clicked E. Holy crap, oh my god. No, you're joking. You're joking. Not like this, not like this. I hit him with my mine arm. Okay. Go, go, go. Holy crap. Oh my god. I thought it was cooked. I managed to get out and repair the prawn suit and then find an opening in the tower with that signature alien metal. Inside, I can find a facility very similar to the one in the Fart River. And from the achievement I get here, I realize this place is called the Thermal Plant. Spread across the plant are these deposits of ion cubes I can mine out. I make sure to grab all the ones that I come across. Further in, there's a force field I can deactivate with a purple tablet, which gives me a single blue one, the key to getting into the vaccination lab. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I really do not desire to. I don't care how much you're gonna help me. I don't want to come to you. I have no desire to come to you. I will not be coming to you. I also find a stand for me to place an ion cube on. This opens up a portal that teleports me back to the first lab where we saw the sunbeam get atomized. Definitely a useful shortcut. Back in the thermal plant, there's another purple tablet force field that I can disable. Inside is a data download, which gives us the location of the final research lab, which we didn't really need since we already got there. But another data download gives us the crafting recipes for advanced ion batteries, as well as the recipe to make blue tablets. I figure that there's no way that they would give us the recipe if they weren't going to need multiple, so I decide to head through the portal and then head back to my base before going to the lab. Blue tablets can be made with ion cubes and kyanite, which I have tons of, so I make 3 just in case. I also use my remaining ion cubes to make ion power cells for the prawn suit, as they hold way more energy than traditional power cells. After fabricating up a bunch of food and water, I was ready to go. I head back to the Sunbeam Island, through the portal, out of the lab, away from the tower, and back into the volcano hole, which sounds like a My Hero Academia character whose hero costume would look like this. Once back at the lab, I can place down my blue tablet where I'm finally granted access inside. Apparently, the vaccine development program was terminated here, as well as the attempt to hatch the Emperor Leviathan eggs, which, if you don't remember, was the whole point of this facility. Inside the center of the facility is another ion cube deposit that we can mine out. However, upon mining it, something strange happens. What the heck is going on? Oh god, maybe I shouldn't have done that. What the heck is going on? I'm gonna go into it. Oh, it didn't do anything. I don't know why I did that. What the heck is that? I don't understand your technology and therefore I must kill you. Well, there's a couple of these guys. Alien robot. Oh, it's a patrol thing. This is a dog. They made robot dogs. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Hello. Yeah, you're staring at a wall. Yeah, some patroller you are. Around the facility, there are a bunch of research stations, as well as a bunch of data downloads that give us the full lore of this area. Basically, like I said before, the aliens created a facility here to research and study the Sea Emperor Leviathan, as they were found to make a special chemical called Enzyme 42. As such, they created a place with optimal living conditions for the Sea Emperor to live so they could study it here. To create this environment, they put a bunch of portals in the facility so they could pull all the organic life they needed. The living space they created for the Emperor was so good, in fact, that it could go on living there forever, as it was completely self-sufficient. Only problem with the Sea Emperor they had was that it was over 1,600 years old, and as such, the enzyme 42 it produced was extremely weak. So the researchers here thought that if they used baby Sea Emperors, they might have better luck. Lucky for them, the Sea Emperor they had trapped was a female and laid eggs. However, no matter what the researchers tried, they couldn't get the Sea Emperor's eggs to hatch. So they tried to manually pull the fetus out of the egg. This, while not only being extremely gruesome, didn't even work, and the fetus died and no enzyme 42 was found. So in order to combat this and figure out how to hatch those eggs, the researchers found eggs from every other species on the planet and studied them at the facility in the Fart River. This included the egg of the giant scary sea dragon that we saw outside. She didn't take too kindly to that, hence why that lab was destroyed. This freed the alien scabies they were trying to study on the planet and killed pretty much everything here over the next 1,000 years. All that to say, I still have no idea who the hell Hornet is. Also, the giant space laser in the middle of the lab, I learned, was the ion cubes regenerating, making this an infinite source of ion cubes. At the back of the facility, there's a force field control panel requiring a blue panel. I am so glad we went back to craft that tablet. Inside is a pool that I jumped down inside of. What am I looking at? What the hell?
Others came here once. They built these
It's so big. What the Oh my god, I want to cry.
They bored me.
What? Why were you playing with them? What the? What?
And instead, we have
Okay.
We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Oh. What the ever living hell is that? I guess that's the thing that's been speaking to us this whole time. What the freaking frack? What am I looking at? What? This is a demon. It's a god. I hate it. Despite my horror, though, our PDA system says it detects no hostile presences in the area. Which, does that mean the Emperor actually does want to help us? Deeper inside the containment pool, I find the rest of the Sea Emperor's eggs. Please. I know you're trying to be nice, but you're scaring me, man.
My young need to hatch.
Okay.
To play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to
Aww,
take.
of course. She'll heal us of our virus as long as we help out her babies, which, you know, this feels like a good trade. Upon putting an ion cube in the receptacle, it creates a portal back to the Sunbeam Island.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. This is what the others could not force from me.
Oh,
To you, I give the secret willingly.
what is it? Oh!
New blueprint acquired.
She taught us how to make a hatching enzymes. Yes, the key to hatching the Sea Emperor's eggs and getting enzyme 42 is crafting this very hatching enzyme. Now you might be wondering, 2,000-year-old sea leviathan and you can't figure out how to make your own hatching oil? Kind of a skill issue. And the answer to that is a little complicated. You see, to make this hatching enzyme, you need to plant seeds from the 5 different biomes from around the world, which conveniently I can gather using the portals at the facility. Now if you're wondering why the Sea Emperor never broke out of here and just went and got the seeds herself, like, you see, because she had a good reason for it that she never tells us. After grabbing the 5 seeds I need from each of the biomes, I head back to the base and craft myself the hatching enzymes. Then I go back to the lab and place the enzyme into the incubator. Are they hatching? Whoa. Oh my god, that was quick. Oh my god, creepy little buggers. Yeah, go to your mama. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, she just wanted her babies this whole time. Yay! So wholesome. Hi!
My young are swimming for the shallows.
Oh, good for
I
them.
thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up?
Oh my god.
Farewell, friend.
Oh, poor girl. She suffered so much. Can I have that, like, cure? After swimming around for a bit, I find myself some enzyme 42 that one of the babies had released into the water. Oh, look, it's enzyme 42. Whoa. Whoa. Uh-oh. That doesn't seem good. Oh. It's infecting our entire body. Oh, this seems quite bad. Cure the infection. Nice. Now, cured of scabies, we can head back to the quarantine enforcement platform and use our vaccinated body to disable the giant space laser that vaporized the sunbeam. Meaning that there's only one thing left to do here, and that's to finish crafting the Neptune escape rocket. Well, kind of. Before that, we still have a couple last achievements to knock out. First up is to find the Degassi habitat in the Grand Reef. The achievement icon has a picture of those little blue balls we saw earlier, so I just head over there and easily find the base. But that's not all we're here for, as inside we can scan an alien containment unit, as well as find a rare looking egg. We'll need both of these pieces for the final achievement in the game, hatch and release a cuttlefish. If we go inside the middle of our multi-purpose room, we can build the alien containment unit in there. The space allows for us to safely hatch eggs, and the one we picked up from the final Degassi base is the sacred cuttlefish we're looking for. This is gonna take 20 real-life minutes to hatch though, so in the meantime, it was time to start crafting our rocket home. Luckily, the drill arm has given me a huge stockpile of resources, so crafting the next part is no problem. After that, we need to make the fuel reserves, which we'll need ion power cells for, so I can remove those from Billy and build that as well. This gives us the blueprint for the final piece we'll need for the rocket. We need a Cyclops shield generator? Yeah, unlike other modules, Cyclops modules can only be crafted on the fabricator inside the Cyclops, meaning that in order to make the shield generator, we'll have to make a whole other Cyclops. But like I said, we've got tons of resources left over, so it's not really an issue at all. We can build it, go inside, make the shield, and then construct the final part to our escape rocket. What do we call this? Our escape route? We gotta dedicate to the one who got us through it all. R.I.P. Chuck. And just a few minutes later, our cuttlefish has hatched. My cuttlefish! Aww. I can play with him? Oh my god, he ate a cracker! Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. That was worth it. And with that, we've completed the final achievement left standing in the way between us and 100% completion. But before I leave this place, there's one more thing I'd like to do. There's been one disgusting individual that has caused me nothing but torment and pain since I arrived on this planet, destroying countless vehicles, mentally terrorizing me, and making me throw out more pairs of pants than I would like to admit. Yes, before I leave this cursed planet, it was time to slay a Reaper. What's going on? We're spinning around. Am I killing him? Oh, he got bored and he left. Come on, is this drill arm even hurting him? I can't even tell, really. Feels like it should be. I try this for about an hour, but most of the suckers end up running away before I can finish them off. But finally, I have a Reaper cornered, and I refuse to let him out of my sight. I make sure to grapple onto him whenever I see him to make sure I can drill his face in. Each time he grabs onto the prawn suit, it takes about 30% of the suit's health, meaning every 2 to 3 times we brawl, I need to get out and repair my suit. A lot of the times, though, I don't even have enough time to repair the whole suit, so I just string in repairs whenever I can. After 10 minutes of intense battling, I can tell the Reaper is getting low, and as such, he starts to run away. But I'm not letting you go that easy. I grapple onto his back. Wherever you go, I go, Mr. Viper Mitts. I start to gain on him, but then I get stuck on a wall and I'm forced to let go. But I'm able to speedily grab onto him once again. And now I'm so close that I'm hitting him while he swims away. In an act of pure desperation, the Reaper turns around and does the only thing he knows how to. Wait, why'd he let go? Oh, yes! 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 Oh, that felt so good. Oh my god, I hate you. That's what you get. Oh my god. That was for freaking Chuck, man. You jerk. Yes, stay dead. And with that, all of our business on this planet was officially taken care of. It was time to go home. So I bid my cuttlefish farewell. Aww. Bye, buddy. It was nice knowing you. Bye, cuttlefish. And board the R.I.P. Chuck. At the top, I'm actually given the chance to make my very own time capsule. I take a picture inside my base and fill the capsule with a stasis rifle and a thermoblade, so that any new traveler to this planet can do what I was never able to. I also caption the capsule with something I've been wondering about our character this entire time. Where do he poop? To start up the rocket, we need to go around and turn on all the various switches, and after we do, here we go.
All systems are go for liftoff.
Oh yeah. The moment we've been waiting for. Launch it. And we got the last 2 achievements. Beep, boop, pop, 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 pop. Oh, yes. Oh, this feels so good. It's a good game. A little too spooky. How fun it would be if he just,
Capsule jettisoned.
like, the rocket just exploded after all this. I can't believe this is actually working.
Caution. Approaching orbital debris field.
Are you serious? I was joking. Are you serious? I was joking.
Orbital debris field clear.
What the heck? Okay, so we're fine. Holy crow. Bye, planet.
One.
Bye, cuttlefish. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh my god. That's gotta be the end.
What is a wave
Oh,
without the
no!
ocean?
Oh, sorry.
A beginning without an end.
Oh my
They
god.
are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sands.
Aww.
We are different, but we go together.
Aww. She was nice. Even though she scared the ever-loving frick out of me like 10 times in this playthrough. Subnautica. Good game. Fun time. And that was 100% of Subnautica. I would highly recommend you play this game, and the 100% really wasn't even that bad. Most of the achievements were just stuff you needed to do to complete the story anyway. Let me know what game you want me to 100% next in the comments down below. Bye!